Black Coffee with a Side of Tea starts now only on Stunner Radio.
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. We are here. We are in the flesh. And if you aren't tuning in, make sure you tap a friend on the show to say tune in. Black Coffee with a Side of Tea is the shiznicky, and you missing out on the information. So I'm gonna bring in my girls. We're gonna do a sister check-in.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey
ladies.
ladies.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty
It
good.
was good. It's Saturday. It's beautiful and sunny outside.
Yes, it is. A
It
beautiful day.
is. It's a beautiful Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday.
Yes, and we finally getting out these winter temperatures. Now we can turn on the AC. Hopefully, we don't have to turn it on as much. Turn them fans on. You know how grandma used to say, "Baby, don't turn my air up. Turn on the fan.
Open the window.
Open the window. Turn on the fan. Let the cool breeze in. Put your feet in the grass, honey. Put your feet in the grass.
Go
Enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah,
Right.
go outside.
Yes. Experience it. Get that vitamin D.
I can honestly say, compared to all week, today has been just a beautiful day overall. Just not having to wake up early in the morning and it's cold as all get out, and then hot in the afternoon. It's just been an overall beautiful day. So I'm happy about that.
So, how was your week, ladies?
Busy. It was good, always productive, and just been working on the spa. We got the keys, so I just been moving stuff in and knocking doors down, and just getting my shit together. So
That's awesome.
I'm
I'm starting to think busy is the new fine.
Yeah.
Because everybody says, "How you doing, busy?"
Yeah.
Busy. I mean, we should all want to be busy, though. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing, but it actually doesn't really say how you doing.
Okay.
That's why I say it's the new fine. When somebody asks you how you doing, fine.
Yeah.
Does it really say how you're doing?
No, because you masking what you really feel because you don't want to go into deep conversation.
Oh, that could be
Technically, let's break it down. What does busy mean? Busy mean I'm stressed. Busy mean I got a lot of shit going on. Busy mean I just have so much on my plate. So
I think it means different things to different people, because busy don't mean stress to me.
Me either.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Busy means
that stress means stress to me.
Right.
Stress is stress.
Busy mean that I'm being productive. For me, it means productivity. Yeah. It means that I'm accomplishing things that I have that were on my plate, and I'm moving them to the side to move on to the next venture. But stress is real stress.
Okay. You're right. You're
stress, and busy is busy. They in two different boats for me. One is the stress one is sinking. The busy one.
Okay. Well, maybe that's the wrong word, because I'm not thinking stress is sinking. Sorry.
I mean, the thing about it, if you are a mother, if you are a businesswoman, you're always busy. That goes without saying.
Right.
If you're not doing something right.
Okay.
Because even a stay-at-home mom that don't work is busy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because you got to still maintain your house. You got to make sure clothes is washed. Now imagine somebody who do work, who do have a business. I mean, that goes without saying. We all busy. That's just the lifestyle. That's kind of like the world we live in,
Absolutely.
And even kids is busy nowadays.
Exactly.
You got kids that got a busier schedule than some people.
A 9 to 5 for real.
Yeah.
Right. especially if they playing multiple sports and they on student council, or they a cheerleader, or they in band, or they in a study club. They are all kind of clubs and all kind.
Even like for my child, speech therapy, different type of speech therapies. You know what I mean? It's different. Yes. It's different activities and different things that you can schedule your child for. Because at a point, Kyla was taking swimming classes. You know what I mean? So you got to go at least once a week, plus speech, plus other stuff. That's a lot. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just our lifestyle now. In this modern world we live in, everybody's busy.
Yeah.
And the people that's not busy, I feel bad for you because I mean, you should be.
You should be doing something.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Unless you're on vacation, then you should be busy having fun, busy enjoying yourself, you know?
Exactly. Because if you text back too fast, that means you ain't busy. If you text back in 1 to 2 seconds, you ain't busy.
That says a lot.
I mean, it depends on when you catch the text. Sometimes you could be texting somebody else when the text come in. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to text that person.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like making judgments like that make people play games. Oh, I ain't going to text them right back because they're going to think I ain't doing that. If I get your text, I'm going to text you right back. If I don't get it till 2 hours later, that's when you're going to give me get a text back. Sometimes I don't get it till the next day.
That too.
And that is just like not my deal. That's not my fault. I just, hey, when I put my phone down, I'm old. When I put my phone down, I put it down. Okay. If everybody I'm responsible for is in the same location as me, it's no reason for me to pick it up.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good over here. It ain't no problems where
yes.
we sit.
Absolutely.
There is not a problem at all.
Yes.
I have to agree too, because once my child is at home, I'm chilling. The phone go down and my eyes close.
Yes.
That's it. It'll be under me and I won't hear it.
It'll be on the charger.
On the charger somewhere, honey. I don't know where it's at. It might be lost in the sauce. Okay.
Yeah, because
around here, it's somewhere around here.
Yeah, because nowadays people feel like you're so accessible. They feel like, why you didn't call? Why you didn't answer? I wasn't by my phone. I'm not tied to my phone.
I'm sorry, I was using the restroom.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just busy doing other things, like being productive. You know. See, people that's older, we remember when it wasn't no phone, like it was the house phone.
Right. So, and everybody had to try to use it.
Yeah. So it wasn't no, I'm gonna call you while you at the store. If I'm at the store, I'm at the store.
Yeah, don't call me.
I mean, I don't need to take phone calls when I'm trying to do grocery shopping, but sometimes I do. But what I'm saying is I don't have to, and I don't feel like a person should have to explain that. They should be like, well, I was grocery shopping. Well, you ain't have your phone with you? I chose not to answer it.
But you know what? I remember a point in time, I think it was like right after high school, like freshman year in college. And my older sister, you know, she has 2 kids now, but at the time I think she only had one. And so I would call her, you know, she lives in Dallas. She didn't answer. And I'm like, I would get on her like, girl, why don't you answer my phone calls? You ain't doing nothing. I seen you ignore people calls, like going off, right? And so now as a mom, I'm like, oh, girl, you should have shut your mouth. You should have shut your mouth, because you could be bathing your child. You could be doing anything. You never know what she could have been doing. That's so disrespectful. And so just knowing, like, you have to experience things in order to be able to say, hey, okay, I was out of line for that. Or, okay, I understand where you're standing, where your shoes are. Like, I get. So,
right.
Yeah, because people have different priorities. Mm-hmm. And for me, every phone call is not a priority. You know, I prioritize it based on how it ranks in my income streams. Does it provide income? It's lower on the priority scale. You know, that's just the way it is. Now, if it provides income, I'm like, hello. But if it don't, it's a little lower down on my priorities of answering. You know.
Hey, Jennifer. Hello, beautiful queens. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. So yeah, my week was good. I mean, I feel like every week we finding out somebody died. I'm a gospel fan, so I was kind of sad when I found out that LaShawn Pace died. Now everybody don't know who she is, but I'm gonna put her up on the screen. So most of us know who she is. Mm-hmm. She's the one that's saying, "I know I've been changed."
Right.
If you don't know that song, just go on over to YouTube and let it bless you. Okay,
right. Exactly.
Go on over to YouTube and let it bless you. But last week it was Tracy Braxton. Yeah. I mean, so it's like, man, if we don't know by now that life is short, I don't know what we're paying attention to.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. That's why you should live your life to the fullest. Don't worry about what other people think about you. At the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter what other people say or how they judge you. God is the one who judges you.
End all
Oh,
be all.
That's
yes.
the end all be all.
Yes.
That's the
End
end all
all
be
be
all.
all.
Regardless of how a person might make you feel or whatever, that does not matter. You
At
have to
all.
look yourself in the mirror and be judged by God. So
Absolutely.
people's
Absolutely.
opinions are irrelevant. Follow your dreams.
And I think human judgment is so flawed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing we should be worried about. Is
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people with limited information judging us. Half
exactly.
the time they don't know you, they don't know your situation,
Yep.
they don't know, they know of you, but they don't really know you. So let them judge. It doesn't matter. Their judgment is critically flawed. So I mean, I think I learned that at a young age that I really don't care how people judge me because they don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't even know the people that's close to them.
Okay, Jennifer says she agree. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
I mean, think about all the people in your life that you thought you knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then some circumstance or situation comes up and you're appalled, you're shocked at
Right.
their response. Because you're like, I didn't think they would respond like that. I didn't think,
But you
well,
don't know.
because we're
But you
dealing
don't
with
know.
limited information about each other.
Yep.
This is true. This came up at work on Friday. It came up.
Sometimes a person will only show you what they want you to see.
That's true. That is
And
Like
then
on Instagram.
you know what I learned too that's so weird about humans is that you can show people something they never see it how you intended them to see it anyway. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
you can give it to
perspective.
them, but you can't control how they receive it.
That's
Girl,
true.
say
That's true.
it again for the ones in the back.
Perspective.
Oh, that
Uh-huh.
touched my soul, Lisa. That touched my soul. That
Because it's
happened
like,
last week.
Jennifer say they have to walk a mile. Let them walk a mile in your shoes. And some people ain't gonna be able to walk in them shoes because they feet gonna be hurting, burning, or on fire.
Miss
but
Reese
it's
says
just, I feel
facts.
like we have to give each other so much grace because people process information so differently. I can tell you and Zoe the same scenario. Both of y'all gonna remember it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all gonna remember different details.
Yeah.
Both of y'all gonna remind me of something that I said in the story, and I'm not even gonna remember it, and it came out my mouth. So
That's
I
right.
mean, that's why we have to give each other grace on judgments because I mean the information is just limited.
Absolutely.
That's
Because
true.
people leave parts out. We I can
Different
I
pieces
can
out.
I can honestly say I'm with you, Lisa. There are times like my cousin has told me something that I said when I was really young, and I never remember ever saying it. And she brings it up, and I'm like, "Girl, I ain't never said that." She's like, "You did," and I never did. I never remember it because our mind has the capability of blocking certain things out
But let's
that we don't
also deal
remember.
with what Jennifer said, fake ass people.
Uh-oh.
See, because we haven't even got
Yeah,
to them yet.
Yeah, we haven't
It's
even
even
gotten to those
worse.
people.
It's even worse because when people being fake, they certainly don't remember what they said.
that's true.
You remind them of stuff, and they be like, "Did I
Did I? Who, me? Who said that?
say that? Yeah, you said it to my face. You
Yeah,
said
out
that,
loud a few times.
or did I do that? You
Yeah.
did
Right.
it.
And then
But
how quickly we forget, how quickly people forget.
yes, and she said judgments need to stop. I agree, man.
Yeah.
Now let me just be honest about the fact that when I was young, I was extremely judgmental. Oh my God. I was always talking about people. Oh, she got all her kids got different daddies. How ghetto. Now that I'm 50 years old and all my kids got different daddies, I sound stupid. Because first of all, I wanted all my kids to have different daddies. Because after the first daddy showed me he was a jackass, why would I have enough kid with him?
Right, you better want another boy, baby daddy.
Yeah. So I learned, I learned through life experience. And she said, can't keep up with their lies.
Shaking my head, girl. I know that's right.
That right there is the reason
That's
why
the
I've never been a
problem.
cheater. Because I've been told the man I'm cheating on about the restaurant I went to with the man that I'm cheating with. See, I can't keep them lies straight. That's why I just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to keep the lies straight. But when I was young, I was very judgmental, and I think the more you live and the more life experience you have, you see things so differently. You learn how to just zip it, just keep your mouth shut.
You learn how to humble yourself a lot.
Yes, that part
for sure.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that one. Very humble. Life experiences can make you very humble.
Absolutely. Because I know before I had a child, I talked cash money. Do you hear me? Cash money about why you do whoop, 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 and why don't you whoop, whoop, whoop. And now I wish somebody would ask me, why don't I whoop, whoop, whoop? If you don't leave me alone.
Mind yours. Yeah, mind yours.
Yes, please.
Go get you some business.
Yes. They go on that way.
Mind the business that pays you.
Hello.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I think that's the reason why a lot of men miss out on life lessons, because being a mother, being a full-time parent, teach you so much. Man, it teach you about life real quick. It teach you that you can do everything in your power and still not make it happen. You can do everything right and still have a situation you don't want to have. Right. But on the outside looking in, it's like, well, if she would have did this, that, and the third. No, sometimes it's not the case.
Jennifer
sometimes
said
it's not the case.
Life.
Yep.
I think at some point that was all of our lives.
Yep.
But thank God for age and wisdom. And just learning. Now, some people still some old fools. You can't do nothing but stay out their way.
Yeah, and just scoot on over to the left of the right. Stay out the way.
Exactly. Say, before I was hell on wheel. I might still be.
Jennifer, honey, we need to talk, because before I was a parent, I was headed for the penitentiary. I'm telling you that right now. Everybody in my family knew I was gonna have numbers on my back. Hey, Miss Kathy. Kathy says, say that louder. Miss Diva Reese says it's not for the weak. Being a parent really changed me into a more sensible human being. Before, if somebody tried me, I would get my pistol. I'd be like, what you say? Say that again. But now that I'm a parent, I have to look at my children. And I'd be like, you know what? Whatever that person said,
it's okay.
They weren't talking to me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I learned. Being a parent kept me out of prison. I tell my kids that every Mother's Day. I said, thank y'all for keeping me out of prison.
Right.
They know what I mean.
Right.
They done seen some close calls. So yeah. But speaking of judgment, I really just want to play this clip from this week that had me feeling so emotional, you guys, talking about judgment. We all have seen what has been going on with our sister since the sister check-in, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Right. We've been seeing how they've been trying to play our sister. Girl. You know, and how calm she has been under the just ridiculousness of it all. So I'm going to play this clip, you guys. I know most people have seen it.
I'm telling you right now,
going the rounds, but let me share it.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not letting anybody in the Senate steal my joy. Because I know you and we appreciate something that we get that a lot of my colleagues don't. And I want to tell you, when I look at you, this is why I get emotional. It's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom, not to see my cousins. I see my ancestors and yours. You have earned this spot. You are worthy. You are a great American. There is a love in this country.
That right there.
It feels good to see you get your flowers. It feels good to see you get your flowers.
I felt validated, because that's the one thing that Black women don't get a lot from Black men, is that word right there. You are worthy.
Yeah.
That's right.
You are
That's right.
worthy.
That's it.
I mean, and forget Black men. Sometimes we never heard it from our own mothers. We never heard it from our own friends. We never heard it from each other.
Jennifer said, I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of her. She's a strong woman and much respect. Absolutely.
You know, you have to really be strong to not get an attitude when they asking you silly shit.
Basically.
Right. That's what irked me, is the questions and the allegations and the things that they were trying to bring up against her. And she still had a level head. She still came in there every day with her head held high. She still answered the questions with poise and tact, regardless of how they were trying to tear her down.
Right, because the overall image of a Black woman is an angry Black woman. So
absolutely.
Let me poke the bear and see if you're gonna react.
Right.
And that's what she wanted. They wanted to see her react. They wanted to see her get angry.
Yep.
And she did not do that. Hey, Sharon Caples McDougal, she says, love that support, and she's such a strong woman. They're all beneath her. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is from one of our own Houston hidden figures, a great woman of history herself. No longer hidden, though. No longer a hidden figure.
Right on the forefront.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
The point that she makes is so true. Like, they are so they're a lot less intelligent than she is.
Absolutely.
You know, so trying to trip her up was silly, because she's too smart for that.
Yep.
Right.
And let's think about the fact that there have been men before her where they had to ask questions about their personal life, about sexual assault allegations, about misconduct. They had never had to ask her anything to do with her personal life. No scandal, no infidelity, no sexual assault.
Yep.
Right.
You know, it's just ridiculous.
Yep.
Jennifer says, you know, that drives them crazy that she smiles and doesn't let them gaslight her.
Yes. Right. Say that again.
Drives them crazy. Cassie says, the way she showed meekness is a great example. Yes, it is. Yes. Meekness is a strength under control. Oh,
that's right.
I like that
definition.
Yeah.
Some of us need a little more meekness. I, for one, know that I do.
And me too.
Because when you have strength, it's hard to control it when you know you could just snap somebody's neck.
Watch it out.
But she knows that she could have just really talked circles around them. She could have brought up laws. She could have brought up statutes. She could have brought up all kinds of stuff that would have them looking through Google, trying to figure out what's about.
Or trying to pull the book out the library so they can highlight it and bring it to the bring it to the forefront, because they didn't know about it.
Yep.
Yes, and Sharon says, me too. But I feel like it made us all proud to see someone represent themselves that way, because, you know, it's hard not to get angry when you know you're being treated unfairly.
Yep.
Right.
Very hard. But I felt like she set a good example that your true character shines through when you just relax, calm down, and don't let anybody pull you out of your character. Now, people used to say that to me all the time when I was young. Don't let people pull you out of your character. And I used to say, no, this is my character. No, this ain't right here. Acting a fool. This is my character.
Not acting a fool right here.
No, this is the real character right here. They
that's
just her right on in.
Yeah, that's me.
But that
show my ass. What you say? Show my ass. Excellent.
Yeah, that part. Right. That's my true nature. But that wasn't really true. It was just I didn't have that wisdom. I didn't have that ability to be calm. And, you know, just watching her this week, it made me even change in a lot of things. When you already know you above and not beneath, you don't have to flex. You just sit there. She's going to be confirmed. We know that because there's a majority Democrats. So we know she's going to be confirmed. She knows that too. So there's no reason to get an attitude. Just sit there and look at your husband, your fine husband. And yeah, he ain't bad. He a little easy on the eyes. I'm just saying. And I'm sure that those 25 years that they've been together have taught them both a lot of lessons about meekness, humility, you know, all that.
Yeah,
absolutely. I know she said that she wanted to be a great example for her daughters. And I have to say that she already was, but then she set the bar even higher with going through this situation in just being paused and calm and collected, and her husband supporting her through this endeavor, and just listening, being a just that if you saw a picture earlier this week where he just kissed her on the forehead. And sometimes that's all we need. We don't need any words. We just need that gentle touch from the person that loves us the most.
Yeah.
Right. Sharon says, did y'all see that beautiful picture of her daughter looking at her? Yes.
Right.
It's like we all know what was going through her head. Like, I'm so proud, you know?
Right.
We had that look
Proud
like, look at my
moment.
mama.
Yeah. Proud moment.
I mean, it was just I felt pride through her, just the way she looked at her. I mean,
Right.
who doesn't want their child to see them shining like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Miss DeMarie say yes. Absolutely. It's
I
just
mean,
it's an honor as a Black woman.
Yeah.
I'm so proud that she is getting this prestige seat that's never been held by one of us.
Yeah.
You know what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
and
That's
I hate to be this way, but I think that we put a lot of emphasis on her being a Black woman. I just want to say she's a woman, you know,
okay.
and they would have gave her trouble whether she was Black, Hispanic, maybe not white, but any minority woman.
Right.
They would have put her through the ringer because, of course, she's a Black woman. But I think they've done a number on us. They've separated us so much that now we begin to separate ourselves, you know, and
Right.
it kind of reminds me of what T-Pain said about Black History Month. That's why I appreciate it when Cory Booker said you're a great American.
Right.
He didn't have
Right.
to say African American.
Mm-mm.
He didn't have to say Black American.
Right.
Because the fact of the matter is she's a great American.
Right.
And she's done great service to her country, to her profession, to her family, and to all of us as women. You know, I hope that someday we will get more united as women and not segment ourselves so much, because I think other women look at us as Black women and feel like, oh, they got a chip on their shoulder. Well, y'all gave it to us. So now help us remove it, and maybe we can move forward together.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
I
y'all men's gave it to them. And gave y'all one while they was at it.
Right. Help us shave it down. Help us shave it down.
Yes, help us walk forward together. I mean, women are very powerful. We are very smart, and it's our season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always been our season, but it's even more so now than ever before.
How can you explain the fact that all life comes through us and we ain't always the
You
head? We
better
should
not
always
take
be
my
the head.
words, because I was just about to say that I saw that on Instagram this week. And it says, we are the giver and bearer of a human spirit. We're the only human being on earth that can house that spirit for 9 months and then birth it into the world and give it knowledge, nourishment, nurture it to it's a grown person, and still nourish it after it becomes a wife or a mother or a father, still provide constantly on a daily basis. And
Right.
sometimes we do it by ourselves without any support.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the part. That's the part that should behoove a whole lot of people. Think about that when you would treat these women any kind of way, because you had a mother. You had a mother.
Absolutely. Well, it kind of leads me to my next topic. I have been itching to talk about this, you guys, because I feel some type of way about it. And I know people are going to disagree with me, but that's okay. It's about the swimmer that was ranked like 456th as a male swimmer, but became transgendered and was ranked number 1 as a female swimmer against the women.
Oh, wow.
So he still got his male DNA. I'm just saying. Y'all, how y'all feel about this?
Yeah.
I mean, say LeBron James just decide he want to be a trans woman and go to the WNBA. Everybody getting dunked on.
Right.
Period.
Because he still got them same skills. It didn't change his skills.
And we don't even have to say somebody like a LeBron James. We could say a low level player on the NBA, lower level, a bench rider. He might be riding a bench in the NBA. But if he decide I identify now as a woman, he's going to be dunking on people in the WNBA.
Absolutely.
So how do y'all feel about that? How do you really feel about that?
So here's my thing. And I don't have any issues with the trans community. I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. Yeah. Trans, LGBTQ, and I. Let me get all the letters, too many letters. But it's all the letters together. I don't have an issue with them. But my thing is, we don't all, as people, women who are born as women, we have to strive so hard to get a lot of things given to us. I'm just saying. Miss Sharon say Juwanna man.
Yes, ma'am. Juwanna man.
But I feel some type of way too because you went from the bottom to the top.
Agreed. I definitely feel it doesn't sit well because you're as a man, you're not ranked as high as you are on a woman's scale. But you
not even close.
But you still have the same DNA, the same everything.
Right.
Because now you compete with women. And we know that in women's sports, the guidelines and everything is a little different.
Absolutely.
Because our bodies are different. So I just don't personally, I don't think it's fair. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, I feel like he has an advantage.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. He now identifies as a female, so she has an advantage. Now,
absolutely.
Y'all know I love everybody. I love the LGBTQIA plus community. But I think at some point we have to be realistic about these transitions and how they work in your favor. You know,
especially when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I can see you just wanting to switch your identity. You know, I get it. I'm fine. You know, we're fine. But now we're talking about you competing and you know, being competitive in different sports and stuff like that, NBA, all type of stuff. Like that's a little different. That's a different territory, you know?
It is. And I can't help but feel a little upset about for the other women that lost to this person because come on.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. And they've been working they off.
I totally agree.
I mean, if
come from off the bench.
I don't know if you guys remember, they used to have this race. It was a fundraiser, but where people used to race in heels, men used to race in heels.
I
for
remember
fundraisers. Now let me go out there and say I'm a man and I'm trans. I now identify as a man. I'm gonna dust them in heels because we run in heels.
Right.
It's a silly example, but it's the same. I have an unfair advantage.
That's my thing.
That's the point.
She has an unfair advantage now because you were bottom of the bottom at first, and your endurance. So men have less fat on their body than a woman does.
Yeah,
because we automatically store fat for babies.
Yep.
And so you came from the bottom on the other side, and you come on the other side with us, and you out of there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm just waiting for this whole other trans movement to happen because when that happens, I'm in there. It's called trans financial because, you know, I identify as a very wealthy woman. I don't identify with cutoff notices and declined credit cards. I identify with very high credit limits.
I'm trying to tell you something.
You know, so once this takes hold, I'm all for it. I'm going to march right on into the bank and say, I now identify.
Yeah.
As a 7-figure earner. Run me my money.
Oh my God.
Run me my money.
Transactional.
Baby, I identify as a rich bitch.
Right. Every transaction I make is high end. What do you mean? I'm sorry, get your manager.
Right. And I don't get declined. What do you mean my bank account is a negative? Can't be.
Exactly.
I don't identify with that.
Bring me the manager. You're mediocre. Right.
Try it again.
Right.
Keep running it. I said
over and over and over again.
I don't care if it said your eyes are blind. Run it again. As a matter of fact, it's on credit because I talked to your manager last week.
And I know people are going to see this as making fun, and I'm not making fun of the trans community. I'm being dead ass, like for real. My true identity is not being fully realized here. I don't identify with low credit limits. I just don't understand them. I don't identify. I need the black card, please. Black card me now.
As of yesterday.
Because we are
yes.
Right.
But anyway, you guys, I think it's time for us to take a little break, and we'll be right back with what do we come back with, T-Baby?
Side of tea.
Come back with a side of tea from T-Baby. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We'll be right back.
This show was sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, this is T-Baby, and I'm coming to you with a side of tea, that tea that you discuss in the comfort of your home, that side of juicy tea.
Hey guys, it's me, Tanisha Shanette, aka T-Baby. I don't know if you guys have seen this week that Jonathan Wright, the famous hairstylist, was hitting someone with a metal chair. And we know how metal chairs are. We've sat in those metal chairs at the barbecue, and they can break on us. And if you hitting somebody with force from a man, come on now. What provoked you to hit somebody with a metal chair? So we know Christopher Milan, he notorious for coming back and clapping back on everybody. Mm-hmm. He claps back on a daily. But then he turned around after he hit the man with the chair. He released a public service announcement saying, "This has nothing to do with my brand. No, because you're violent. You're hitting someone with a metal chair." And you was chasing them. They was running.
Yeah, I seen that video. I seen that video on Instagram.
Right. A metal chair. We know how metal chairs are. You pinch your finger in the metal chair and you about to die.
Yeah, but it landed on him. It landed.
He hit him. He hit him on the arm, part of his body. So I'm sure he's bruised and his arm is sore. But what was going on behind the scenes is what we have to question. To where you
I don't know who any of these people are. So
they're hairstylists.
He's a hairstylist.
So Mulan was on Love and Hip Hop before, right? Right. Okay. Right. And who was the other one? Mulan and who?
That was Mulan's brother. So they were not even in the States.
So I guess my question is, are we to expect more from them?
I'm pretty sure.
Why should we expect more from them?
I wouldn't.
Well, you really wouldn't, because he
was on Love and Hip Hop. I expect that.
Yeah. Right. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, why is this a thing? Who cares? I mean, that's what fools do. Fools act a fool.
Act a fool.
That's what they do.
Right.
Niggas gonna nig.
and he nigged out, so he trying to grab his brand because it's running off for him like he was chasing that man with the chair. And so now he got to retract because he doesn't want to lose the clientele that he already has.
But this is the problem that I have. Now you putting out a statement about your brand. Now you worried about your brand, but you weren't just worried about your brand when you were chasing this man down with chasing the person down with a metal chair. Like, you couldn't have had too much care about your brand because you are your brand.
Or are you releasing a statement to garner more attention for your brand?
That part.
Because some of us didn't even know who the hell you was.
Say that part again.
I'm just saying.
That part. Yes. Because he didn't even go. I don't remember him even going by his last name. He was only going by Jonathan. He wasn't going by Jonathan Wright. Beforehand, he was going by Jonathan, and he did, all celebrities' hair. Keisha Cole.
Yeah, they're definitely some bomb ass hairstylists. That I can honestly say.
Yep.
They do some good stuff. They do good work.
And that's where they need to focus their energies on.
Yeah, they need to stay in that area.
Focus their energies behind the chair. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not going to my hairstylist to learn how to behave. I'm not going to my hairstyle. I'm going to my hairstylist to get my hair red.
And that's it. That ain't my
that's
friend.
Pretty much
that ain't
it.
My homegirl. That ain't my cousin. Them, Pookie them. None of that. No.
Yeah. And if she or he happens to act a fool, I don't care.
Yeah, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. My hair is laid before I die to the side. I'm good.
Just don't have my track showing. Don't let my kitchen look a mess. If you can handle
it needs to be on point.
Yes. Right. Understand the assignment that you're on.
Yeah. I understood the assignment.
Yeah. Right. Just stay in your lane. Please. But T-Baby, I have to add something to your segment because did y'all see the shiggity? The shiggity. Talk about attention seeking, you guys. I have to put this on the screen. I know everybody saw it because it was all over Instagram. With these two, they say they models. So these two young ladies have on pasties and they have on G-strings and their body painted with the flags of Russia and the flags of the Ukraine. Just parading around the city. This is courtesy of Willie D. Shout out Willie D. Parading around whatever city this is. Lord knows, I hope it's not Houston. Talking about they're trying to demonstrate peace. Girl, bye. What do y'all think of this foolishness?
It's a hot mess.
I'm speechless.
It's definitely for attention.
Yeah, 100%. It's really ridiculous.
It's out of line.
I can't believe these people walking down the street with no freaking clothes on.
Do they even know what's actually happening there?
I don't think they grasp the concept. It's just like a child. They're so privileged right now. They don't understand the meaning of certain things, right? And so we're so privileged that we don't know what World War III really is to experience it unless our family has fought it and has told us stories and you've asked questions. You know what I mean? Like, unless you really have done research or learned something about that, you really don't know about it.
Right.
And then what do you really hope to gain by parading your body around like that? Nothing. I mean, I don't understand. I really don't understand.
It makes no sense to me. It's
so frustrating.
It's such a disappointment.
It's so frustrating.
Right.
It's like one of those things. You know how you can be listening to the TV and not watching it, and you hear some foolishness and you saying to yourself, I hope they're not black.
Right. Absolutely.
I hope they're not black. Because you feel like it's a reflection on you.
Yes.
Right.
That's how I felt looking at these young ladies. It felt like a reflection on me.
Because you're a woman, you're a female, and it's just like, why are you really doing that? Why couldn't you just wear a damn shirt? Why couldn't you just put a shirt and some shorts on and do that shit? Why did you have to just spray paint your body? What is the purpose of that?
Right. And they were walking in a parking lot when people had their kids in the strollers. Come on. Right. I don't want to see that.
Rollers, those are minors. You're going to jail for the display.
And then by all means, pull them things up.
Please. But you can't.
I need you about to hold it up with.
They got boob tape
Right?
I was just tasty. They could have taped the things up and painted over them.
Use the boob tape.
By all means, if you're gonna be a fool, be a damn fool.
Good fool.
Look good while doing it.
Pull them things up, sis.
Come on, sit them up. Good.
It don't even make sense to me. Like, do you even know what's really going on? Have you done your research?
They're not. They cannot be aware.
And they're not aware.
If they're walking in the streets like that, they
for
cannot
the streets.
be aware.
They for the streets.
Definitely for the streets, but they can't be aware of what
they
going
for
on.
the streets.
I gotta share one more bit of foolishness from Willie D. Page because I can relate to this. And y'all tell me if y'all seen this. A Brazilian singer was hospitalized because she refused to fart in front of her boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Now,
girl, let that out.
Gas, you can't have a case of trapped gas.
You can back yourself up from that. I would advise you, honey, and whoever you with, just say, excuse me, girl.
Exactly.
Just say, excuse me.
I need to step to the bathroom. I need to step to the side. But if you with your boyfriend, depending on how long you've been with him, we all humans and everybody know that you got to pass gas.
Yeah, it ain't no depending on how long you've been with the first day. Excuse me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bodily function.
I'm not scared. Excuse me.
It's a bodily function. Come on now.
I mean, I will admit, sorry, ladies, I have to leave you all rock the block. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging in with us. You know, one thing I could say is that when I first got married, when I was very young, I did not pass gas in front of my husband. But it backfired on me because I would hold it in so much that when I went to sleep, my body was like, shit. It was just gum. Like, why do you fart so much in your sleep? I was like, huh? What do you mean? They recorded me once, and I was like, oh my God, I was mortified. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have so much gas. It's because when you're holding it in all day, when you go to sleep, your body's in control. Your body right there.
Yep. Because you're in an unconscious state, and your body say, baby, you have held this too damn long.
Exactly.
We gonna release this shit.
Gotta go, baby. Gotta go.
Let your soul glow. Baby, I was lighting that room up.
Right. But here's the thing. Jamie Foxx said, you better blow that shit out. I'm just saying, we all humans. Everybody know we pass gas. Everybody know we got to go do number 2, number 1.
Sorry, we're human. We all have.
Right. And if you don't understand that, you got a problem.
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
Not me.
But we can't all eat a little cleaner. We can eat clean. Right. We can eat things that don't produce as much gas when we are, coupled up. Right. And then when you know you're finna blow things out, just let your partner know. Look, I done ate some burritos and some boiled eggs today. So
no, but you see, don't do stuff like that when you with your partner. Right. Don't do that.
Don't do that when he out of town.
Right. You by yourself.
Because here's the thing. As humans, we have a lot of organs, and that gas has to travel quite a long way. You can get a gas pain underneath your breastplate.
For about an hour.
You'll swear you having a heart attack.
Right. And it's gas and what is trapped.
You're dying.
So don't get trapped with the gas because you don't want to fart in front of your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
More than anything. It's gonna hurt.
Right. But you just sitting there doing this. Oh
yeah, it's gonna hurt too.
What's wrong with you? Trap gas? What?
Crazy. Crazy. You sound crazy. I got trap gas. Like what? Girl, ain't wrong.
Miss Diva Reed said it's why we have a can of spray sitting on the nightstand.
Oh, no.
I cannot be accountable for what happens in my sleep.
That's right.
No, that's right.
Because you don't know what you're doing in your sleep sometimes.
Right.
But when you hold it in all day, you know it's bad. We know what's about to happen.
It's bound to happen.
You know how to hold it in at work? Have you ever, now this is the thing right here. You ever been in the grocery store and you in the aisle all by yourself? And you're like, oh, this gas is killing me. And soon as you let it seep out, here comes somebody looking for some cornbread. You're like, I don't know what this smell is in this aisle. What's going on? You try to hurry up and go to the next aisle, or is that just me?
Right. But don't let yourself go to the hospital because you don't want to pass this gas.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah.
That's taking it a little bit too far. But I agree with Miss Diva Reed with the can of spray.
Right. Or you can carry your can of spray in your purse. When you go out, you know you got gas. You know what you ate for the day.
I'm going to tell y'all what I got. It's a secret weapon right here. It's called a personal fan. You flip that thing and turn it on and just fan it out.
Oh, no. Not fan it out.
Fan it out.
Super real.
Odor gone.
I have to admit, I've held my too. When you're in a public place, you be like, "Oh Lord, I just don't want to blow these people out."
But kids don't care.
Absolutely.
If you ever been somewhere with
kids
your
do not care.
They don't care, and you trying to let everybody know that was my kid. That was
yeah.
But they'll say it loud. They gonna tell Mama I just passed gas, and they're gonna be blasting it.
It's them silent, the deadly ones. It's them silent ones that just creep up on you. Be like, "Oh my God, what did you eat? What is that?"
Yeah, one of those.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, don't kill yourself trying to be poised and collected in front of your significant other. Now, if you're on a date,
now keep it cute. Keep it cute.
Excuse yourself to the bathroom.
Yeah. No, so let me ask you this, T-Baby. What if you can't make it to the bathroom? How do you handle that?
I'm gonna step to the side.
You're gonna get up from the date at the table, sitting down.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta act like you saw a vision. You gotta sit real still. You gotta sit real still and be like, clench them cheeks. You be like, "What's wrong? Hold on, I'm getting something in my spirit." Because if I move a muscle, something gonna get blown out. You just gotta sit there. Or a pain. You act like you're having a pain. Just hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Give me a minute.
Squeeze your cheeks.
I mean, that's why you gotta watch what you eat.
That's what I was just gonna say. If you know you're going on a date, certain things you know that give you gas, like lettuce, salads, stuff like that. Don't eat them before you go on a date.
See, I see you, Miss Cleo. I know that's right. You just put your hand on your temple. Just like,
right. I'm getting a vision. I see a spirit.
Receiving something from the spirit.
So it was one thing that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you can pull it up, T-Baby, but I sent T-Baby a video of two girls talking about these the events, like the women events where they're empowering, like women empowering events, and then
I'd like to see that.
Sometimes they don't really talk about ways that you can build your business and stuff like that. Like sometimes they just tell you keep being motivated and just focus on your dreams and do this and do that, but they don't really talk about what it takes to get to that point.
I don't think I'm able to pull it up, Zoe, but I can play it from my phone.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear it.
Like if you have a question, I'm telling you how to directly go. So I'm thinking she gonna be putting every time I bought a book, went to a brunch, it's never literally showing you directly how to get to the money. It's just stay confident, be consistent, stay strong. It's like y'all are phonies. That's some hoe ass shit. That's really some hoe ass shit. If you really, really think about it, bro, it's it's like a hustle, but at the same time, that people are desperate to make money and be rich. So it's as a Black woman, how can you do that to other Black women that are trying to get to where you are?
Spencer, this isn't about you anymore.
Right.
Well, I would really love to speak to that because that's the reason why I don't go to those type of events, because it's a hustle.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people have told me to put on an event like that, and I refuse to do it because the real work is in your mind. It's a mindset shift.
Exactly.
Nobody can give that to you.
Absolutely cannot.
A person can coach you into a different mindset. That's why I feel like people need to have a mentor. But I can give you step-by-step instructions on how to get to the money. If your mindset ain't there, you're not going to get to it. I can tell you all the inspirational quotes in the world. I can help you write your business plan. I can get you to write vendors. What people don't understand, it requires a shift in your mindset. And that you cannot get from a seminar. Now, let me retract that, because you could get that from a seminar, but
you can get techniques. You can get certain techniques and certain skills from a seminar.
You can, but that's not gonna.
You can't get that empowering. Like, you can't feel that. They can't make you feel that,
because that comes from your own self. Exactly. But what I think a person can do is help you to dig deep enough to get it. Right. Because it's already inside of every person. It's already inside of every woman. The ability to make millions is inside of each of us. Yeah. But it's up to us to unlock those secrets and unlock those codes and dig down deep beyond the trauma, beyond the bad advice, beyond the bad parenting, beyond everything we've been through, beyond, our insecurities, and find that treasure. Now, I believe that a person can help you do that, but are they going to do that for $129.99? No. That comes from intense coaching. That comes from that comes from somebody who really finna sit here and work with you. That's why I feel like people should hire a mentor. A mentor can help you dig down deep and find that treasure. But what happens is some people are too intimidated to help you find it, because they know once you find it,
you ain't gonna need them no more.
Agree. I feel like that's what a lot of us are coming across, and like the girl said, it's so hard to go into something having that expectation and thinking like, hey, I know I'm not going to get the overall breakdown or overall bust down of how to do this step by step, but at least I can have some kind of direction on what to do. But then I get to this type of event, and that's not even what this is.
Right.
But let's also acknowledge the fact that if they were to give you what you need, you may not be in a position to receive it yet.
Yeah. And that's
why a lot of people don't give it out. Because sometimes what you need is a swift kick in the ass. Sometimes you need to change who you with. Sometimes you need to change your whole business. Yep. Sometimes you need to work on yourself.
Yep.
People don't want to hear that.
Yep.
So instead of these people wasting their time trying to give people
just like, I'm good, I don't even do that.
They just put something in a nice package that they know you're gonna buy.
Agree.
That's right. Got a bow on it, it's shiny, and it smells good.
Yeah, because I have tried my best with people who have said to me, "Oh, could you help me? Could you help me?" And most of the advice I had to get them was not what they wanted to hear. So at that point, I was like, "It's no amount of money that you can give me. I'm good. I don't want to help you because you're not ready. Your mindset is not right. You're not ready." Kathy said, "That's the truth. Be ready to do the work." That's it.
That's true.
And that's what it is. People don't want to do the work.
Yep.
But I do agree with the young lady. Sometimes you are ready to do the work, but see, it's not gonna fall in your lap. Your mentor not gonna fall in your lap. You ain't gonna just be cruising through Instagram and see, "Ooh, it's an empowerment conference. I'm going to that." No, you got to seek out the right people. Sometimes you got to dig for people. You got to look for it. You got to try to
find it.
Study them for a certain amount of time. You got to see what they're doing. You got to. It's work.
I agree. I totally agree. You have to go find. If you want it bad enough, you'll go get it.
Right.
And if you want it bad enough, you will figure out what you have not done first. Because they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you're just not ready.
Yep. Say that for the people in the back again, because they ain't get it. They gonna miss that.
They're not ready. The teacher will appear. Yeah. And that has happened to me so many times in my life. And another thing I could say for women, sometimes it's not in the package that you want it to be in.
It might not
appear it from somebody.
It might not appear the way that you want to see it, but it's exactly what you need to see.
Yes, you think you want to hear from somebody glamorous all up on stage, telling you about their 7-figure year. It could be from your coworker. Mm-hmm. It could be from your grandmother.
Yep.
It could be from the church lady. You don't know. But when you're ready to receive it, I do believe that you will get it.
Absolutely. I do.
But I mean, not to take nothing away from the young lady, but sometimes our problem is we're looking for a magic potion. We're looking for a magic formula. Give me the list of vendors that you had that made you $1 million. That don't mean you're gonna make $1 million.
Yeah, no. You have to be able, like Miss Kathy said, you have to be ready to do the work. And for me, I can give you a list of vendors, but it ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't utilize it. If you don't put in your time and your effort the same way I put in my time and effort and went and found which vendor is the best vendor for me and my business and my brand. If you don't do that work, you're never gonna get anywhere. I can give you a piece of paper all day, but what good is it if you're not gonna look at it?
Also, even if you do look at it, I always say this because I've encountered a lot of people that I've approached and asked to mentor me, and they didn't want to mentor me. And I think it was because they felt like, if I help you, girl, you're going to surpass me. But what they didn't understand is I'm going to surpass you anyway if that's my destiny. So for me, I'm never scared to share secrets. I'm never scared to share knowledge, to share a plan, because I look up to somebody like Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay will give you the recipe all day because he know you can't cook it, make a meal of it, advertise it, market it, get a whole TV deal off of it like he can. So
That's
he's going to give you the recipe. You can make a nice dinner for your kids, but you're not going to turn it into a whole network because he can give you the recipe, but you're born with the sauce. Either you got the sauce or you don't. So for me, I'll share my recipe with you. But baby, you can't have the sauce. I'm born with that. And you know, you're born with whatever sauce you're born with. So I think people need to try to figure out what their part is. You know, what is the good in them that's going to make this thing pop. And that goes back to what Kathy said: work.
Yep.
You got to do the work.
I feel like that's the biggest part. You have to do the work.
You have to be willing to do the work.
Nobody's going to do it for you.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if it was easy, none of us we would all be 7-figure people. If it was easy,
no one would be grinding out here.
Yep. What you say, T-Baby?
Nobody would be grinding. We would be grinding. We would all be driving luxury vehicles, sitting in our 5-star residence and all of the other
a whole page of cab.
We have nannies for our kids. We wouldn't be. They're with the nanny. I have free time. That's what we would be doing. But that's not the reality. The reality is, as human beings, we all have, like Lisa Danae said, we all have a special gift and nobody else has it. You got to hone in on what that gift is. Sit in silence and find that gift because we all got it.
The key is finding it, and I want to say this to people because I think if you figure this out young, you'll be good. It's always a thing that doesn't come easy to you. See, you know, you have things that come easy to you, like, you know, talking to people. Oh, that come easy to me. I can go talk to anybody.
Right.
But what trips me up is the business side where I got to talk to people, and I got to actually put down bad news. And I got to actually cut your contract. And I got to actually do things that is uncomfortable. That's where my sauce is. And I had to learn, okay, if you don't get this business, I don't care how entertaining you are. You're not going to reach your full potential.
Right.
And so for me, the secret is always find that thing that you're struggling with. That's part of where your sauce is breaking up. You know, how you making sauce and it starts separating. That's where you missing some ingredients right there.
That's where the breakdown is.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing that you have difficulty with and you have a natural disdain for. Because for me, most people don't believe this, but I never ever liked attention. I would hate when people would look at me. I would hate when people, oh, why are they looking at me? Oh, what you looking at? I was bad at that. What they looking at? And my brother used to say, well, you got on 5 different colors of eyeshadow. So they're probably looking at that. And I'd be like, I can wear whatever I want. People don't have no reason to look at me. But it was silly because I had all this colorful personality, but didn't want to be looked at.
Yeah.
So I had to solve that problem. And I think that's what a lot of people have to realize. What is it that you struggle with naturally? That natural struggle, that's what you got to work on.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's it. That's the tea right there. That's the tea.
That's it.
That's the tea.
Yeah, so quit going to all these seminars. I mean, you get what you pay
Don't
for.
do that no more. I'm trying to tell you because see,
You got a good meal.
half of them little camps and stuff and all that good stuff ain't what it's all cracked up to be.
And they're definitely not empowering, because empowering, if you're teaching me empowerment don't mean mean. Empowerment don't mean I'm better than you.
Right.
Empowerment don't mean buy all my books and all my merchandise in order to be empowered. You know,
that's right.
Now that I'm selling books and merchandise too, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to help you sell yours.
Right.
I'm trying to help you find your gifts. I'm trying to help you understand that you have the power inside of you, whether you buy my stuff or not.
Yeah.
That part.
And I'm not just putting some shit together to make some money.
Right, because I mean, I can do that on Bissonnette if need be.
Not Bissonnette. Oh. Oh,
I can't.
As the pimp, though, not the hoe.
Hey!
You already know.
You already know.
I got the recipe.
Yeah.
I can't.
For you right there.
I mean, it's the oldest profession. It never fails.
I mean, it's still relevant. They still making Hollywood movies about it called Hustlers.
I'm
just saying.
Yes. But anyway, I think we ran out of time. We didn't get to zoology, but did you have anything for us?
Okay, we don't have to do zoology this week.
Okay, well, if we need to, guys, we will prepare zoology offline.
Okay.
And give it to you during the week. If you know, just be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
If we do that, or if not, then we'll just see you all next week.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe we'll have some questions throughout the week. Let's just see.
Yes. Let's put it out there.
What is zoology?
Send your questions in. Send your issues. Let us know, because we can help you out. Zoology got the answer. If nobody else got the answer.
Yeah. We got the answer. Zoology has the answer.
Was you going to say something, Zoe, before we
Yes, I do want to give a special shout out to Girls to Mom. It's the 4th year for Girls to Mom. Go to the website www.girlstomom.org and just check them out. Check out the page. Become a sponsor. You know, check out the organization. It's really good. It dedicates to single moms. They help single mothers and help them reconstruct their lives, and it's a really good organization for women. Okay, you put up the website.
Absolutely. You know, it's hard to have a nonprofit. So 4 years is a big deal.
Yes.
4 years is a big deal. Don't let nobody tell you different. Because hey, it's no joke.
Yes.
Miss DeMarie says, thank you. You're welcome, and congratulations
Congrats.
for 4 years. 4 years in the business.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely no joke. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us on Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. Please, ma'am, and please, sir, tune in on this coming Friday to Listening Day Live. I'm coming back after seems like a very long hiatus. And I'm excited. I have Dr. Verna Caddy with me on the show Friday, April 1st. And we're going to do some girl talk, and we're going to talk about what she's got going on.
Okay, I can't wait.
Me too.
Saturday Live is back in action.
That baby. So we will see you guys next week on Black Coffee with a Side of Tea.
Bye.
Bye.